Hey guys, it's Christos here, and today we're going to bring you some nice solo gameplay. So we got two clips here, and we're going to be talking about solo loadouts, some hints. This is a nice tip video for you if you have any, if y'all want to know. So for the loadouts today, we are going to bring the Spectre shotgun, which is a really nice shotgun. It has a range of 10 meters for an instant kill. And it does quite a bit of nice damage. Our secondary is going to be the Silent Legat, just to kind of be silent throughout the map. For our tools, we did bring a knife, dusters, and medkit. Healing and is taking care of AI, pretty standard stuff. And for our consumables, we did bring 2 weak fatality shots, a dynamite, and a weak antidote shot, because I really don't like poison. If you want to play solo, I do highly recommend bringing 2 actual full fatality shots. Difference between 75 health, healing 75 health, and 150 is huge, especially as a solo player. So I do recommend bringing that. So learn from my mistake here. The other thing for solo loadout is you don't want to play it cheap. You want to actually bring anything you can at your disposal because you are at a disadvantage. You want to make it as fair as possible for you. So I do recommend, if you want to play solo, get rid of the Silent Legat, bring an uppercut instead. I know quick swapping is going to be changing here soon and stuff like that, but you're not using it for that function in the first place. You're using it as a good weapon to have a long range option, because with the shotgun and the Silent Legat, you have no long range variability whatsoever. So I do recommend bringing the uppercut for that one reason. Other than that, why would you want to play solo in Hunt Showdown? There are a couple good reasons. The first one is that it is very rewarding and challenging. Some people don't like the challenging aspect. That's why they like playing duos and stuff like that. Or why they don't play Hunt Showdown at all, which is fine. But like I said, it is very challenging but rewarding at the same time. Just being able to get a kill or two as a solo player and extracting with the bounty and stuff like that is very, satisfying, rewarding gameplay. So with that in mind, I do love it for that one aspect. There are a lot of cons though. Some of the biggest cons for it is you are a solo player. You have no team support. You have no one to help follow up shots with. You have nobody to help rely on if you need heals. You have nothing of that, right? It's just you, which is a big issue. The other con is that if you're playing by yourself and someone picks up the bounty, they are 100% going to push you. And that is rough. So you have to have a setup where you could turn that tides very quickly. So you want a one-shot weapon, and this is why I recommend bringing shotguns. If Spectre is too much out of your price range, I do recommend the Romero. It is a very good alternative budget option, and it has a further distance at 15 meters instead of 10. So you could actually get that one shot where you're standing a little further back, which is nice. So like I said, anything to turn that tide into a 2v1 to a 1v1 is going to be highly, highly important, where you're going to want to do it 100% of the time. So this is why I recommend bringing shotguns. In the future, I will be doing a follow-up video to this, where I talk about other loadouts that you can bring doing solo that are very good, like crossbows, for instance, like the regular crossbow and the short bolt are very, very good weapons for solo. Even team play and duos are really good. But like I said, for solo, they're very good. For the similar reasons a shotgun is that if you hit them in the upper chest, 9 times out of 10, you're getting that kill, which is very, very important. Yeah, so like I said, if you guys do want to see a follow-up, I will be doing that here shortly. Yeah, so like I said, it's really nice. The other biggest con to this game, as you're playing solo, is the bounty. I know it sounds crazy. You're playing bounty hunt, and the biggest problem playing solo is the bounty. So the problem with the bounty is that as a solo player, like I said, you have no team support. So you pick up the bounty, you have 5 seconds for all hacks, of course. You can see other positions, but that's all you have. And with the shotguns, you have no actual long range variability unless you bring the uppercut. But even then, getting in a fight long range isn't ideal, right? And the issue with it is everybody on the map can see you where you're going, and they okay, kind of guess at that point that you're playing solo unless your team's just being really weird. But stuff like that can happen. So, like I said, it's a big, big issue. Um, yeah, but yet again, you want to do it because it's fun, and yeah, you're going to try to test your luck as much as you can, of course. Here I do hear sound. I hear other dogs barking in the distance from coming from Stillwater. I try my best to investigate. I'm not going to push, of course, because pushing when you're solo isn't the greatest idea. But you will see me push the bounty carriers here in a minute, also. So yeah, I don't follow my own rules at times. But yet again, I do want to try to get some kills, and I want to try to at least get a bounty out of this game. So what are some pros then of playing solo? There are two major pros to playing solo. First one is mobility. You're faster than anybody else on the map. Nobody is going to be faster than you. So you can get to point A and B faster than anybody. And this also really plays in your favor in firefights. So if you are playing a long range fight, if you have the uppercut and you're shooting someone distance, you could take a shot off and get to a different position faster than they can actually recognize where you're going. So you could play hit and run tactics really, really well. Positive. The other positive is the simple fact of you don't have to rely on anybody else. This is kind of a con and a positive. The positive of this is that you don't have to worry about your teammate making a misplay and you have to, play around that misplay. You don't have to worry about your teammate making too much noise and stuff like that. You are in control of almost everything as your solo aspect. The noise you make, the noise you don't make, all of that good stuff, which is a huge positive. Other than that, the other biggest positive is that you could do a lot better ambush tactics solo, and this is where the crossbow players come into play, which will be another video. The last solo tip I would give out here is if you do get to the bounty first, when the boss is still alive, don't use your shotguns and actual uppercuts or nagants to kill it. Find a ward weapon like a combat axe or a sledgehammer and kill it with that. Two reasons. One, those weapons do an immense amount of damage to those bosses. So they do a lot of damage to them. So that's really good because you're going to be killing it faster than actually shooting it. And you're not wasting your ammo and stuff like that. The second thing that's actually important to note is that it is going to make you silence. This might not seem too important, but it is. Why it is important is because the enemy isn't going to know what weapons you have. They won't know you have a shotgun. They won't know you have an uppercut or compact ammo. They won't know that type of stuff. So they're going to be going in blind. And most people who go on blind, they might actually want to push the compound because they don't know you have that shotgun yet. And you want them to actually come in so you can get that one kill, right? You want to actually change the tides. So like I said, it's very important to play this correctly. Sometimes I don't do it. I make the same mistake, but yet again, uh, like I said, this is kind of one of those things. Do like kind of listen to what I say instead of how I play at times. But yet again, everybody makes mistakes. Uh, Here he messed up. He didn't get the opening kill on me. He could have very easily, but thankfully he missed. And I was able to get some damage in, put some pressure. They know I'm probably solo at this point. Uh, just me. They haven't seen my teammate. I could assume they've already scanned. Yeah, so now it's just kind of think about what to do, how am I going to do it. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the rest of these clips, rest of the video. If anybody has any questions or any other tips about solo play, please feel free to ask, and yeah, I'll be glad to answer. Have a wonderful night, everybody.